Ladies and gentlemen, it's Wednesday night, and you know what that means. It is Rocket League and NASCAR Heat 5 Wednesdays right here on the Yard HBCU Esports Alliance presented by Gillette. Hello, everybody. Spillage here. With me is Bordy McBoard. Bordy, how you doing?
I am doing great. After last week, I'm so sorry I couldn't be here. I know everybody was definitely looking out for me, and thank you so much for all the well wishes. Everything is feeling all right, and I'm here for the Reels Wednesdays, ready to rev it up here for HBCU Esports Alliance. 33 schools all out here competing, ready to get some action going. Of course, we're all about research, competition, and we're all about the pipeline as well as education. So, I'm just here chilling, ready to go. Spillage, I know you're here ready to go too, and I'm ready to get my engine started, because it's about to be a good one.
Absolutely. It's going to be plenty of adrenaline involving two games, Rocket League and NASCAR Heat 5. So starting first, we're going to kick Wednesday night off with Rocket League. We are week 7, ladies and gentlemen, and please keep in mind, next week, this is when things get real. Next week is the Yard HBCU Esports Alliance playoffs, and I can't wait.
Playoffs? We're talking about playoffs? I guess that we are. We're over here, of course, in the playoff format. Not only will these gamers be teaming up, me and Larry talked about that earlier in the week, but they will be getting more shmoolah as well. More money is on the line. We're all out here competing for scholarships, about $50 per match. Well, it's going to get even more intense in the future, and I'm so ready for it, Spillage, because we've already given out so much money before, and now it starts to get to not only, some money, the big money here. That's when the stakes are on the line, and players need to put up or shut up.
That's right. So if you think what they made before was something, you haven't seen anything yet, because the playoffs, that's when things get serious, because the students are going to make some real money after every victory. So we're about to see who's really the champion of this season.
Yes, there can only be one. So we're going to figure out who that one is. But of course, while we're here, we're all celebrating the wonderful HBCUs that we're a part of. I mean, you have your Alabama State shirt. I have my Spelman shirt, so we're already repping. But got to shout out all 33, not only, traditional colleges. We have community colleges as well. Shout out to Oklahoma. But we also have in the mainland states and also in our territory. Shout out to the Virgin Islands, University of Virgin Islands. We recently talked to their AD about all the exciting things that's happening in their college landscape, including the esports field. But before we get into the esports, the nitty gritty, all the money that's being handed out, and the competition, I see your face is plainly shaven, Spillage. Have you?
Yeah,
man.
man.
Let play there.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yes, indeed. Gillette hooked me up with this amazing razor right here. They gave me that nice little baby face look, smoothness.
Oh.
Absolutely. It's a big shout out to Gillette and the Yard HBCU Esports Alliance. Because I'm telling you, Gillette, when you really be on your A game, Gillette will definitely do that for you and have your face and looking pretty smooth.
Yes, that skin guard technology coming through. And also got a shout out to Pharaoh's Conclave and DoorDash for making sure that the scholarships that we're giving here are even more. Remember, all these gamers are not only getting Gillette blades, but they're also getting some DoorDash codes. So it's going to be great. Not only are they going to be winning some money, feeling good, looking nice, but also their stomachs and bellies will be full as well. But speaking of Gillette, speaking of your face, I think it's time to see what Gillette is all about. Isn't that right, Spillage?
Absolutely. So coming up next, we got ourselves some good Rocket League action. But first, a message from Gillette.
Hi, I'm Fahim Alexander from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Today I'm at work at Fahim's Hands Precision. Today I'm going to give you guys some smooth, cool tips to keep you groomed to the game. My steps when I'm shaving, I want to use a hot towel so I can steam my scalp. Get less irritation when you use a hot towel. I'm going to use my Gillette 2-in-1 shave gel. Make sure to spread your shaving gel in circular motions. Then I want to start with these strokes. You're going to stroke, 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 5 strokes. One important fact you'll never want to forget, always pull your ear down when shaving. The Gillette Skin Guard works to minimize any tug and pull and cuts hair at skin level. This helps prevent irritation. After my strokes, I always want to check in the middle for excess hair left behind. After that, you want to hit it with the hot towel again. Then at the end, you want to use some antiseptic. Makes you feel good. Now you are ready to hit the yard looking your best.
As a barber, nothing's gonna beat my shave, especially for guys who tend to get razor bumps from ordinary razors at home. So when they can't see me, there's Gillette Skin Guard, a razor that's made different and designed just for men with skin that's easily irritated. It flattens the skin and lifts the blade for a shave that's closer than a trimmer but not too close for comfort. I mean, it's just right.
All right.
My God.
How you doing, man?
Good.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Are you ready for the first match of the night? Tonight's matchup will be Ahmed A versus Cody Clips. Ahmed A and Cody Clips versus Goober Stroob and Jay Spalm. The rematch from week 5. Are you ready, Bordy?
I am so ready to see these two gamers go at it. These not two gamers, I'm sorry. These 4 gamers go at it. Looking at the Rocket League leaderboards, there's going to be a lot of movement. There has been a lot of movement with action, as you see. Morehouse, Killer Cam, and Omi are just destroying everybody. Only one loss. Oh, wow. One loss in all the 12 games that's been played. That's crazy to see. But then you have Javier and Ghost also up there from Houston Tillotson. But just below that, you have Goober Shrub and Jace Bomb and Ahmed A and Cold Eclipse. So this will be the determining factor, of course, if Ahmed A and Cold Eclipse are able to get some wins here today. They might be able to either tie or succeed over Ghost. Over Goober Strip and Jason Mom. So this will be interested to see. And of course, you see those money totals as well. Pretty dang good for their pockets, right, Bill?
Absolutely. What a way to represent their campuses, representing Morehouse College, Houston Tillotson, and Bowie State University. So Omi, Killer Cam with 300 each, Javier and Ghost with 250 each, Goober Strub and Jace Baum. Well, Jace Baum with 150 and Goober Stroob 17 with 150 each. So even.
Yes, even Stevens, as you see the total earnings right here. And I mean, gosh, isn't Dev the dude? That man getting up to $13,000, $1,300, I'm sorry.
Wow.
But then you have that guy DJ and Killer Cam right there. But Spill, I want you to pay attention to what the leaders of these boards are getting. These are players that are not in just one game, but are in multiple games, unless you're that guy DJ who's just that good at Madden. Most of these gamers are playing multiple games, so that's why it's important for you to go to HBCUesports.com. Make sure you sign up. There's a register button. Go ahead, click that. Join the Discord. Go to League Select. We will give you these codes, Spillage. And when you're getting the codes to PGA and to NASCAR as well, man, it's just an easy way to get money because that's where the big money winners are. We'll see in NASCAR. We're going to get some big money handed out here, Spill.
Absolutely. The money, the green, the cheddar, the bread. Dev is definitely the dude. I tell you what. So big shout out to Dev the dude.
Yes, shout out to Dev the dude. And not only is Dev that dude, but not Cam, I'm sorry, DJ is that guy. So we have that guy, DJ, Dev, that dude, and then we have the killer known as Cam up there at the top. But we will see, with all this money being given out with PGA and NASCAR, which we will see tonight as well. It's easy. It will be easy for these gamers to make some headway as well. So that's why it's important. Sign up, please.
Absolutely, absolutely, absolutely. What do you have to lose? Sign up,
Mhm.
play video games, and make some money. It is a
Hey,
perfect.
man.
It's a perfect time.
Yeah, back in the day, your mom would be like, "What do you do playing those video games? You're not gonna get anything from it." Nowadays, you can absolutely get things from it. That cash cheddar money, yo. So go ahead, sign up. But forget about signing up. Today, we're gonna be seeing these four gamers matching up. You said it's Phil, a rematch. Ahmed A, Cold Eclipse, and Goober Shrub and Jace Bomb coming back at it again. And you saw in the standings, there's they're pretty close in standing, so this can make some movement and some noise. Let's see who's the best of these.
Absolutely, absolutely. Each team is hungry. They trying to reach the top of the mountain to be in
Hmm.
arm's reach of Killer Cam and Omi. The teams such as Goober Stroob and Jace Bomb and Ahmed A and Cold Eclipse, they have a lot to prove and to show to everybody
Hmm.
that they are as well the best of the best.
Yeah, well, he talked about climbing that mountain. It seems like Killer Cam and Omi are no ordinary mountain. They're like Mount Everest. Kind of going to be
Oh
difficult to
yeah.
catch up with them. But Ahmed A, Cold Eclipse in the orange. You have Goober Shrub and Jace Bomb in the blue. And we already saw kickoff. Let's see what these gamers are all about.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. So, one way to climb the top of the mountain is simply taking one step at a time. And that's exactly what
Right.
these competitors are doing right now. The kickoff is underway. And right now, we got ourselves a few interceptions between the two teams. They over here fighting for the ball, fighting for possession. And see, honestly, that's what you have to do. You got to fight for that possession. You got to take that possession away
Hmm.
from your opponent. You got to do some
Yeah.
demolition. You got to do some bullying and get aggressive in order to win. And just like that,
Ooh.
Purple Zetsu, also known as Ahmed A, just scored for the team. Great job.
Great job in the corner. Ooh, just barely missed it was Jace Bomb. Just so close, but so close. Doesn't really matter here in Rocket League. You get, but as long as you don't block it, it's a goal either way. But you talked about it a little spill. It's about possession. A lot of times that we see Killicam and Omi, the reason why they're winning is because they have relentless control of the ball. So that's going to be very crucial here as you see Ahmed A and Cold Eclipse, I'm sorry, try to get position, try to knock it back onto the opposing team side.
Absolutely, absolutely. And Bell's nickel, from my understanding, that's Jay Stroob.
Hmm.
That's Dre Spalm. And Cody Clips just scored as soon as I mentioned his opponent. As soon as I mentioned his opponent, be like, what are you talking about him for? I just scored. So great job to
the
Code
announce-
Eclipse.
Yeah, the announcer's curse is undefeated, never lost. Speak of me, speak of your enemy right there. Ooh, and as you see a shot on goal, good job redirecting that from Cold Eclipse as he gets possession right here, trying to make some moves towards goal.
Absolutely, absolutely. Code Eclipse and Ahmed A trying to maintain possession of the ball so they can, to their favor. We got less than 3 minutes and 15 seconds left on the clock, and right now we have Ahmed A. Oh, nice demolition by Ahmed A. Showing aggression there.
Showing aggression, if you demolition your teammates, I'm sorry, your opponents at the right time, you can get a clear shot at goal. Not able to get that right now, but as you see right here, nobody's really at the goal. Quick recovery though, as we see Goober Strub try to get back possession of the ball.
And and Jay Spalm just demolished somebody just a second ago. Just add a little receipt, give him a little receipt from that last demolition.
The receipts
Give him
will
that
be
old
checked and
receipt.
cashed.
Absolutely. And right now, my goodness, and Goober Strube and Jay Spalm is fighting. They're fighting hard to regain possession of the ball, but unfortunately, looks like Cody Clips and Ahmed A wanted that possession more because right now they're trying to set up for the goal. Oh, nice little pass. Oh, but it was rejected by Purple Zetsu, aka Ahmed A. And here comes Ahmed A trying to capitalize with Goober Strube. Oh,
a lot of
little
arrows
too
on
high
the
there.
open goal. And there you go, Cold Eclipse scoring after not being able to get control of the ball. That's what can happen if you don't make sure that you have control as the goalie. There's nobody there to protect you, Spill.
Absolutely. If you don't protect your box, your opponent will make you pay every single time. So here we go with the fourth kickoff. And looks like Goober Strube. Yes, and Goober Strube is trying to maintain possession of the ball, pass it down to Jay Spalm, but the possession now is back on Goober Strube. Oh, trying to pass it right across, but here comes Purple Zetsu after Goober Strube lost possession of the ball. And here comes,
Yes, as we see a good save right there. It's been a lot of ping-ponging back and nobody really having clear possession, but really it's been with these saves and making sure that you have your player, your partner there to protect you when you go for the ball, when it's next to your goal. So this is what's been happening, and that's the reason why Jay Spalm and Goober Strub haven't had the best of luck, even though the possession has been all over the place, Bill.
Absolutely, but the ping pong is definitely not doing any favors for Goober Strube and Jay Spalm because we got less than 60 seconds left on the clock. So a little sense of urgency needs to happen for Goober Strube and Jay Spalm.
Oh, a little bit wide left, and that was a clear opportunity in order to get some points on the board, but with 25 seconds left, it's gonna be hard to make something happen in this one.
Right. We got about 15 seconds left. Oh my goodness, wow. And Purple Zetsu scored anyway. How did that happen?
That is ridiculous. As you see the destruction right there, Goober Strub tried to intercept the ball, redirect. It does not matter. You see a goal anyway, and that's just good. The momentum carried it forward into the goal.
Wow. That's really a first for me.
Well, first time to the charm. As we see, this one is looking like a sound victory. Ahmed A and Cold Eclipse coming away with the first W of today's matchups.
Absolutely. A great job by Ahmed A and Cold Eclipse showing aggression to make sure that they keep the possession of the ball in majority of the first game. So great job for Ahmed A and Cold Eclipse.
Yeah, great job, and that's the thing. I feel like possession, did kind of go towards Ahmed A and Cold Eclipse, but I don't think that Goober Strub and Jay Spalm didn't have the opportunities there. I mean, there's a time that we saw that a goal was clear and unfortunately missed it wide left. Accuracy is huge in this one, and you need to make the most of your opportunities. You need to make sure that if you're making a run for the ball, that you're not leaving your box wide open. And unfortunately, that happened a lot to Goober Strub and Jay Spalm. So going forward, making sure you have your rotations in, because if not, you're leaving yourself vulnerable, Spill.
Absolutely. I couldn't agree with you more. You have to learn to communicate with your teammate and just rotate. Make your partner doesn't have to always guard the box. You know what I'm saying? So a little teamwork, get back in the box, and then maintain position, get back to the box, block the goal, get back to the box. You got to rotate. You got to make sure that your box is protected, because if not, it'll be a very long and depressing game for you.
No, and like any good relationship, you said it's built communication. You need to make sure that
Yes.
you're always talking. As we see, the next matchup already starts, and the ball is in. Oh, okay. It's on the side of Ahmed A and Cold Eclipse.
Yes, and you can see there's a lot of pinching going on the side of the field, and now you have Jace Baum fighting for possession. But here comes Purple Zetsu trying to attempt the
Oh,
first goal of the second
ooh.
game, but it came up short.
Yeah, good job putting some pressure on them, keeping that pressure there. It seemed like Gilbert Shrub and Jace Baum are always on the defensive. Hopefully, this can allow them to get possession, but Gilbert Shrub not really getting a good handle at least on the ball.
And then Purple Zetsu on his Mad Max mode over here, demolishing and running over his opponent, making sure that he doesn't get
Ooh.
any time with that ball, and that's good strategy.
But there was a little bit of opening there for Jace Baum to get an open shot on the goal. Just missed it a little bit high, a little bit off the backboard. So this is going to be interesting to see. Actually, see a shot on goal. Look at that crosser right there. Purple Zetsu finishing up the pass by Cold Eclipse.
Yes, great setup by Cody Clips to set up the ball for Ahmed A to score the first goal of the second game.
And you see, you don't always necessarily have to be the striker of the team. Ooh, as you see it, high off the crosser. Can he get the rebound? He doesn't. Just that close was the miss. But you don't necessarily have to be the main striker. You don't necessarily have to be a Lionel Messi. All you need to do is set your team up like a Chris Paul. Ooh, and look at that. Bell's nickel scoring on the other end. We're all tied up here.
Great job by Jace Baum and what Goober Strube avoided their opponent to intercept that ball, and the ball just rolled on into their goal. Now it's a tied game.
Cold Eclipse kind of whiffed that save, and unfortunately, that's why it's a tie matchup. Let's see who can get the advantage, and if Goober Strub and Jace Baum, after getting 1 point on the board, can start to make some momentum happen.
Absolutely.
Ooh.
Wow. Great defense. And that was close.
Yes, that was super close. Accuracy so important. Both of them missed the ball, so instead Goober Strub and Jace Baum live to fight another day. Let's see if they can take advantage of that, Spill.
Ahmed A just demolished his opponent, trying to fight. Oh, just like that, Goober Strube fought his way towards the second goal for their team. Great job by Goober Strube.
Ahmed A tried to go towards the ball, but instead, just barely missed it. And instead, Goober Strub coming through, getting the goal. So, they have an advantage here, Spill.
They must have heard what I said earlier, because right now they are doing it right now. They're being aggressive. They're repositioning, go from one spot to another, guarding the box like they should. Oh, great defense by Purple Zetsu.
Yes, and that was not quite off the post, but near the post, so a little wide left. Just missed the opportunity. Could have gotten a tie game, but they have possession. They can still make something happen if they can keep it.
And see, that's what you have to do. That's what you have to do. You have to be aggressive. You have to fight, and I do mean fight. Well, you also got to conserve your turbo as well, your boost.
Yeah.
To make sure that whenever that ball is near your box, you get there on time to avoid that score.
Ooh, as you see right there, Ahmed A was kind of in position, but kind of not in position. Could knock the ball away. Good save right there in order to make sure that Goober Strub and Cold Eclipse, and Jace Baum couldn't take advantage of that miss, but now they leave their goal wide open.
Yes, for Goober Strube. Oh, nice by Goober Strube. Nice.
I was going to say, look at that recovery in the replay by Cold Eclipse. Got in position, just not quite in good position enough. Goober Strub cleaning up and making sure this could be a 2-point advantage.
Now that's what I'm talking about. Great job by Gooberstrup. Took advantage of the corners here where Cody Clips was on the opposite side, and that's what you have to do. You have to take advantage of the corners. You don't always got to shoot down the middle.
Yeah. In fact, shooting down the middle, a little bit easier to block. So if you can make it so that you can aim towards the corners, you get a little bit more of a higher percent chance. As we see right here, good save by Gooberstrup, an epic one at that, to make sure that he doesn't allow any points. Not now, Matumbo here.
Absolutely. Gooberstrup is putting in that work. Jace Baum is putting in that work. And that's what you have to do. You got about less than 40 seconds left on the clock. Can Gooberstrup and Jace Baum force a game 3? Let's find out.
I think they have the opportunity. Only a couple seconds left as we see a fight for the ball in the air near the goal. Can he get the recovery? He does. It's a 3-point game. Belsnickel, aka Jace Baum, reaching up high, getting it in the goal. Ooh, look at that. Nice play.
Like a python just waiting to strike, and he struck at the right time.
Yes. Talking about a python, let's talk about another space. Mamba mentality. Getting it, killing cold, making sure that you kill your opponent while they're down. Ooh, as you see a last-second goal. Ooh, blocked by Jace Baum. Wouldn't even let them get that. And the victory firmly going to Gooberstrup and Jace Baum.
Now that's what I'm talking about. That is why I call a receipt. You beat them by on the last game with 0-4 and 4-0, and now Gooberstrup and Jace Baum just beat Ahmed A and Cody Clips 1-4. Now it's a game 3 of the first match.
Now it's a game 3, and I'm always excited to see these here at Rocket League. They were right next to each other in the standing, so it's not to say like any one of them is higher in the mountaintop than the other. They're all just about hanging around the same region. Let's see which of these gamers come out on top. Spillage, in your gut feeling, who do you feel could end up getting this W?
After seeing the previous game, I believe Gooberstrup and Jace Baum is finally having their momentum on their favor. I think they're going to take the third win and shock everybody.
Okay, shocking the world. Ahmed A and Cold Eclipse are right below them in the rankings. I'm going to go with the underdog mentality. It's 50-50. It could go either way. But let's go with the other team. Show them what you're about, Ahmed A and Cold Eclipse. Now, they were somebody who gave Killicam and Omi one loss and were able to do pretty okay against Javier and Ghost, at least for a couple games, not all the games, because Javier and Ghost have also been really good as well, just like Killicam and Oni. So I'm interested to see what happens with these gamers as we start the kickoff.
All right, kickoff is underway. Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, this is game 3 of match 1. And right now, they're fighting over the ball. Ping-ponging, going back and forth, fighting for possession.
And you see right here the ball going more towards the side of Ahmed A. They're up in the air. Good job swatting it out the way, Cold Eclipse, to make sure that they couldn't make a play on that ball.
You got to be aggressive. Be aggressive.
Aggressive, okay. Making me want to get out the cheer clothes, man.
I'm telling you, they are fighting. They're fighting for a purpose. They're looking for redemption. And it is a road to redemption, especially from Gooberstrup and Jace Baum, because Gooberstrup and Jace Baum haven't had the best of luck in the last couple of weeks, but right now they are showing some being aggressive and showing some great improvements. Great job for the first score.
And that was in part due to a little bit of a own goal there. That's the thing sometimes in Rocket League. Wrong place, wrong time. You end up doing a own goal. Ooh, but that's the right place, right time. Belsnickel, a.k.a. Jace Baum, blocking that shot. All right, let's see if they can get possession. Go the other way, Spill.
Yes. Got to relocate. Got to guard the box. And, oh!
Ooh.
That miss was almost
Ooh.
costly.
That miss was almost costly, kind of with the save, but also with the shot. So extremely lucky, making sure that they didn't take advantage of the opportunity as they keep aggressive, be aggressive, like he said, trying to get a score. Gooberstrub trying to make something happen near the goal.
That's right. Oh, and here's the attempt. Oh, nice deflection by Cold Eclipse.
Yes, Cold Eclipse with the redirect as you see, partner unable to take advantage of that centered ball. So Cold Eclipse not able to get that shot to the player. And wide left with that shot as well.
I mean, shots going off the backboard like he's Ben Wallace. I'm just saying, it's I mean, little NBA reference.
Yeah, not high percentage shots going down, like OT Genesis said in Coco at the bricks, like at the free throw, like your Dwight Howard. So not a lot of good shots, but it's okay. It's only a 1-point game with 2 minutes left. Look at this. Cold Eclipse tries to take a shot. Wide right.
Yes, indeed. It is definitely a low score of the game. Oh, I'm talking about there's a lot of ping ponging going on. A lot of backboard. Oh, wow.
Man,
Purple.
was so, that was so completely close. So completely close. Look at that. Both the players so close to blocking that shot, but couldn't get it done. Gooberstrup right there at the edge, Spill.
Absolutely. Ahmed A earned that first goal of the third of the third game.
Earned shot as we see a block shot on the other side. Bell's nickel J-Spawn not letting that get into the goal as we see another shot attempt. Can't quite rally it.
Yeah, you see J-Spawn in possession of blocking the goal and guarding the box. And see, that's what I'm saying. Gooberstrub and J-Spawn is making Ahmed A and Cold Eclipse work. They're making them work. I don't ever remember Ahmed A and Cold Eclipse work this hard just for 1 point.
Just for 1 point. And I swear these gamers blocking each other's shots all over. It's a blockathon as we see. No gamer really taking advantage of the clear boxes. As soon as they get, just a little bit of a chance, there's always somebody in the way.
Right. And great demolition. Oh, see, that's exactly what I'm talking about. Great defense. And another demolition. I'm telling you, they're fighting hard for this ball. It's a tied game. Got less than a minute left. Can they force it to overtime, or will it be a heartbreaker between those two teams?
Both these gamers are just so close to getting the ball into the other's goal, and just at the last second, they come through. They make sure a lot of good boost management right here. Tried to get it over the competition, doesn't get it. I think we're going to overtime. They're just so close, Bill.
Right. I mean, they're playing as if it's the playoffs, and that's what you have to do in order to win. You have to be serious. You got to be mean and aggressive. 8 seconds left on the clock. Will it be a dramatic finish?
Off the crossbar, can't get it done. Both the gamers made a shot at goal, and instead we are going to overtime. The winner of this wins the whole game, set, and match.
And it's an even kickoff for overtime. So this is a nail biter, ladies and gentlemen. Who's going to win it? Who's going to take home the victory?
Good job. That had a chance to go, but good job getting that ball out the sky, out the air. A boom! There goes the dynamite and explosion.
Absolutely. And that's what it's going to take. But here comes Ahmed A in position. He was waiting for that ball to reach their goal so he can smack it to the other side.
Trying to smack them to the other side, smacking in their face. A shot at goal, misses the block, but off the post. post instead. Cold Eclipse so close yet so far. A double tap doesn't go through. Oh, they're just right there, Spill.
And Ahmed A. Oh, but the box is exposed. Can J-Spot capitalize?
Oh, good recovery. Cold Eclipse blocking Goober Strub's shot. And man, these defense has been really stellar this game. No player really getting a firm advantage.
Absolutely. We're only a minute and 20 seconds.
Oh,
Just like that, Goober Strub and J-Spot just shocked everybody with a great finish.
Oh, look at that. Purple Jusu, a.k.a. Ahmed A, was right there. If he had been just a split hair right above that shot, could have gotten the W, could have blocked, could have lived to save another day. But instead, the winner of this one, Goober Strub and J-Spom, coming back at it. You were right, Spill. I mean, this momentum, very good. Keeping possession. Well, actually, none of these gamers really had firm possession of the ball. It could have been anybody's game, but it ended up going in the favor of Goober Strub and J-Spom.
Well done, Goober Strub and J-Spom. That is exactly what it's going to take to be the best and to advance in next week's playoffs. So, by all means, practice and keep going at it and keep doing what you're doing, and you'll win. Without a doubt.
Yeah. I feel sort of sad for Ahmed A and Cold Eclipse because I feel like they are the Pelicans of this Rocket League, getting so close, almost getting the victory, but somehow getting victory snatched away from them at the end. Really making some close games happen, was right there, but oh my gosh, when you have J-Spom and Goober Strub just getting those small little plays against them, getting that small little possession, making sure that they are the more accurate one. It's just very unfortunate because it's not like they aren't capable. They kept it close, but at the end, someone was meant to win, and it just hasn't been them.
I mean, the fact that you compared them to the Pelicans, I'll be like, ooh, ooh.
They're always
I feel for them.
Yes.
Yeah,
so good,
I feel for them.
I don't even think that they're disappointing Ahmed Cold Clips like the Pelicans, but the same thing in which they're almost there, just can't quite get the W.
Yeah, I mean, great job for both teams, the participants, Ahmed A and Cody Clips. They definitely showed up, but Goober Strub and J-Spom showed out. They let them know and say, hey, you're not. They're not the only teams out there in this Rocket League that could definitely put some competition on the field.
Yes, we are all about competition here in Battle of Our Pillars. So I love this matchup. It was super competitive, super close. And somebody had to win. J-Spom and Goober Strub. Of Houston Tillison for Goober Strub and Morehouse for J-Spom end up being the winners of this first matchup, but that's okay. Although Goober Strub and J-Spom are walking away with $100 as a team, Ahmed A and Cold Eclipse will be splitting a 50. So 25 each is a great consolation prize. Speaking of consolation prizes, we still have more matches up ready to go. Will we give out more consolation prizes or will we see sweeps? That's all coming up very soon here as we throw it to our sponsor, Gillette, making sure just like spillage, you can get freshly, cleanly shaven.
What's up? My name is Sherrod Martin, and I work at Superb Grooming Studio Barbershop in Atlanta, Georgia. And I'm here today to get you groomed to game. As a former NFL player that loves to play Madden, die hard, I'm gonna give you some shaving tips to give you that confidence. The Gillette 2-in-1 shaving gel, and I also got my Gillette Skin Guard. These two are essential. So starting out with a shave, we're gonna start with a nice lather. The next step after I lather up, I like to come with a hot towel. Relaxing, release stress, comfort with a nice little heat, but it also opened up the pores. Then I come with my razor. I just do some nice strokes.
You look good, you play good, baby. Now you're ready to hit the yard.
Everyone has a routine. I brush my teeth, eat breakfast, work out, and shave with Gillette Pro Glide. It gets virtually every hair on the first stroke for a shave I barely feel. So, when I hop on the stream and plant this lovely face in front of millions of people, I'm not worried. I just show up, ready to play.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are back. Spillage here alongside Boyd McBoard, and the revenge slash respect tour continues with Goober Stroob and Jay Spalm versus Javier Ghost.
Yes, a little bit. Last match we saw a little Morehouse on Morehouse matchup as we saw Cold Eclipse from Morehouse and J-Spalm of Morehouse go against each other. But now we'll see a little bit of Houston Tillison on Houston Tillison action. Goober Strub of Houston Tillison go against Javier and Ghost of Houston Tillison. So like you said, Spill, it is a matchup that we have seen before. Javier and Ghost firmly knocking them off of the yard. I mean, they got the W very handily, had to get out the tease had it was so bad, but we will see if after getting a W, you talked a little bit about momentum in the last match. Let's see if that momentum carries over into this match.
There's nothing like saying put some respect in my name than to have not one victory of a match, but two match victories back to back. Can they do it? We'll find out soon enough. And speaking of respect, for the longest time, I've been saying Goober Strub for the longest time. It's actually Goober Stroob. So my apologies on that. We're going to go ahead and get that name right. Goober Stroob.
Yes. English is a very confusing language. Resume and resume are the same thing in the world. Then you have things that have different meanings, like key and key have different meanings. You have 3 different types of there, and people still can't get it right to this day. It's a lot that happens in the English language. It's a very complicated, honestly, confusing language as we see Javier and Ghost against Goober Stroob, I'm sorry. And J-Spalm. One thing that isn't confusing is how good Javier is already. 5 seconds on the board. A goal already. Is he trying to win MVP again, Bill?
I believe so. I mean, Javier and Ghost, I think they still a little sour from last week because, my goodness, Killer, Cam, and Omi basically owned Javier and Ghost, and now is a redemption tour also for Javier and Ghost as well. So both teams on a road of redemption and respect. And you better believe they're going to fight for it because right now it is a tied game already in less than
Yeah.
20 seconds in on the first game.
Speaking of respect, give out Aletha. RESPECT, put some respect on Gooberstrom and Jay Spalm's name. Has it done well in this matchup, getting another shot on goal, a little bit off the post, but getting it to be a tie ball game after not doing so hot 2 weeks ago. Let's see if they can get some momentum. Like you said, Spill, they had it the last game. Maybe this carries them over to make this matchup much, much closer.
Absolutely, absolutely. I mean, as far as I'm concerned, this match is basically a message to Killer Cam and Omi saying, hey, playoffs is next week. We're coming for you.
Oh, as you see them all dancing through the air, unable to get firm possession, and some good blockage in the air. Javier trying to get possession. Javier's dangerous with the ball, so good shot, making sure he doesn't get the ball and scoring in all one fell swoop.
And that's exactly what it's going to take. Great shot from long distance by Goober Strube.
And
put some respect in his name.
Put some respect on the name. We always put respect on Javier and Ghost's name, but now it's time for them to give their flowers as well. And you know what they call a shot from long distance, a snipe. And Goober knocked that snipe out the air.
Absolutely, absolutely. Absolutely. So right now, both teams are fighting for possession. Oh! Good defense by Javier.
Goober Straub, trying to get the recovery on the rebound, unable to do it. And now trying to get possession, get a shot of their own. Missing a little bit, though.
And this is something that you don't normally see every day. You see Javier and Ghost actually working. They're actually fighting hard for the ball, fighting hard for the goal. Because normally they just go and just score back to back to back, but not this time. Goober Strube and Jay Spalm is sending out a message to everyone that, hey, we're no longer scrubs. We're competitors, and you're gonna put some respect in my name.
Put some respect on the name. It's all been about RESPECT. So let's see who's gonna get it. As we've seen Javier and Ghost really light it up, like you said, Spill, a demolition right there. But it's been so far really even. I wouldn't count out Javier and Ghost, but with 2 minutes left, it's time to start to work as they did, but getting denied at the goal.
Right, and so if I was the team that's leading the board, I would get as much possession of the ball as humanly possible. Just to milk the clock. And Goober Strube, just like that, just scored for the team of Goober Strube and Jay Spalm. Great job.
You talked about possession. Jay Spalm getting the possession, getting that nice crosser, as you talked about it, rotations, making sure that they're in good position in order to finish up the crosser. Good job, especially against this dynamic duo in Javier and Ghost. They're really good. So getting some advantage on them, and making sure that they don't get advantage of you, that's important.
Absolutely, absolutely. And Javier right now is re-strategizing, trying to make something happen now that they're behind by 2 points. And look at Jay Spalm taking their time, making sure that the ball stay in possession, and too high off the backboard.
Yeah, Javier tried to get an aerial a little bit too high, but leaving the ball open there. Oh my gosh, look at that save in the air. Such a clutch one. Good job with the recovery. You have to work fast because using that aerial movement means you're using that boost. So good job with boost management in order to come back and block the shot as well.
That's exactly what it's going to take. 1 minute remaining. Oh, so close.
Bell's Nickel really trying to get something to happen. Bell's Nickel's Jace Bomb, ooh, tried to set up the teammate Ghost did, but Javier couldn't finish because the ball was denied at the goal. This has been really good defense by both teams, but that's a bad thing for Javier and Ghost at the moment.
Absolutely. Oh, man. I mean, they are staying on each other like brown on sugar. 30 seconds left on the clock.
And it's so unfortunate for Javier and Ghost. I feel like they get the ball so close, but it's always against the backboard, always getting blocked, always so close, but not getting it to happen. Ooh, missed aerial, couldn't get your own shot, and denied again. Good play right there from Goober Stroob.
Now, that is amazing defense, and they earned that first victory of the second match. They definitely earned that one.
GG's in the chat. Well earned against somebody that we've seen smack the competition, including themselves. So good job with Goober Stroob, and Jace Bomb. I mean, this momentum is really carrying them forward, isn't it, Spillage?
Absolutely, absolutely. And for the first time ever, I haven't seen the cheese yet.
Oh, yes! No cheese has been coming out. The cheese has been denied. There must be a milk shortage. Somebody happened to the cow. Something happened. I don't know if it's mad cow disease. I don't know if they disappeared. I don't know what happened, but the cheese has not been here. And that's so unfortunate for the fondue-loving people in the chat. But for the gamers, the competitors, the people who want close matchups, this is really entertaining to see.
Absolutely, absolutely. And that's something that you don't really see every day. Goober Stroob, Jace Bomb actually beating Javier and Ghost. Now, they're very serious this time. They're making a statement here, and I can't wait to see the following game for this second match.
Statement games afoot, trying to get their reputation back. Put some respect on Jace Bomb and Goober Stroob's voice. We've already given respect to Javier and Ghost. They almost were competing against each other for MVP 2 weeks ago. But now it's trying to see who of Jace Bomb and Goober Stroob could potentially be MVPs, or if Javier and Ghost can come right back and earn it.
All right. Well, can Javier and Ghost force a game 3 and be, for the first time ever, 2 game 3s of each match? Let's find out.
We love a close competition, and if anybody likes to keep it close, it's definitely Javier and Ghost. We're really good at getting possession, and I think that was important for last game. Bell's Nickel and Goober Stroob just making sure they get the ball outside of their hands. Ooh, close. Can they recover the shot? And yes, they do. Javier cleaning up Ghost shot, and that is a point on the board.
Yes, great job by Javier. Right in the corner, the bottom right corner. And that's how you do it to put the first point on the board. All right, second kickoff coming up. Here we go.
And the ball is in Goober Stroob and Jace Bomb's territory. And just like that, Javier coming back with a vengeance. I don't think he liked the score of the last game, trying to make quick work of the time he has. Already 2 goals in a minute. Absolutely
not. Javier is like, okay, now it's time to get serious. Now it's time to be serious.
Y'all thought I was playing? Y'all thought I wasn't for real? Ooh, good shut-up shot right there. Track star, a.k.a. Ghost, tried to set it up for his teammate. Couldn't get it done. Now let's see if Goober Stroob and Jace Bomb can kind of get possession of this ball. Ooh, good redirect, but not unable to get possession, and that's so important against Javier and Ghost.
Absolutely, absolutely. Now, I would keep on going. I'll keep on doing what I'm doing if I were Goober Stroob and Jace Bomb, because don't let up just because you're down by 2 points. Keep on doing it. Guard the box. Get aggressive. Hey, bully them. Just demolish them if you have to, because if you let Javier and Ghost gain momentum, it's going to be very hard to keep up.
Can you keep up? I mean, you're gonna let me. I need to catch my breath with the amount of saves that has been happening. Oh, a demolition right there. Track star Javier trying to make something happen. A shot on goal, wide up right there. Ooh, a second shot. Oh my gosh! Tried to make a save on the goal was Bell's nickel, but unfortunately, track star making sure they can get it just high enough, getting in the goal.
And like a thief in the night, Ghost just snuck in a goal to add the third point on the board.
As we see,
that
again,
was close.
Shot up. That was super close. And if you're Javier and Ghost, you're really nice and good, because with 2 minutes 45 seconds left, there's still time to come back, but you really need to work fast. Make sure you can get good possession as they kind of fight with each other for the ball.
Right, and that's what it's gonna take. Guberstrube and Jay Spam now got to really be aggressive. They got to make sure that Javier and Ghost does not have any more possession. Wow, Javier is putting 4 points on the board already. I guess I spoke a little too soon about not having the cheese.
Yeah, spoke a little bit too soon. Potentially, there's still sign to synchronicity. Maybe they can start to line up and get their shots to go down. As we see some really good defense, really revitalizing their defense, Javier and Ghost from the last matchup.
Oh yeah, absolutely. So we got about a little over 2 minutes left on the clock. It's not too late. However, if I were Guberstrube and Jay Spam, I would play with some more sense of urgency to close out this match.
A sense of urgency is needed, is required, is necessary in order to get a W right here. So we will see. It's not looking good if for Guberstrube and J-Spam. Javier and Ghost are just so deadly. You need to make quick work of them. Put them in their place early or else.
I just noticed what Ghost is doing. Ghost is taking all the boosts away from his opponent. That's an excellent strategy.
Excellent strategy, and that's why they're at top. 5 goals ahead with 1:25. You get a couple more scores on, it's time for the cheese.
Absolutely, and looks like Javier and Ghost is forcing another game 3. That's never happened and within the last 7 weeks of this esports league that a game 3 is forced back-to-back matches.
Game 3 has been forced in back-to-back matchups. As you see, Bell's nickel, just not getting a good angle on that ball. This will be really exciting to see who can come out top of this, because we talked about momentum. Guberstrube and J-Spam had momentum at first, but now it's looking like Javier and Ghost got their groove back. They feeling like Stella right now.
Absolutely. I'm telling you, I call this matchup the battle for respect, because I'm telling you, both competitors are doing just that, fighting for respect, fighting for money, fighting for that chance to really be up in the rankings before the playoff kicks off on next week. 10 seconds left on the clock. Here we go. And the victory
of
Yes, go ahead.
And it's official. Javier and Ghost. Look at that. 6 strikes on goal, 6 attempts at the goal for Ghost, but ultimately it ends up being Javier with the 4 scores on the board. And you don't need to go back 20 years ago to see the results that we've seen for Javier and Ghost. It has been a massacre for the most part. It looked like Guberstrube and J-Spam might have come through, might have actually turned the tides and made sure that they could get an advantage, get that respect that we were talking about, Spill. But it's looking like that's didn't happen in the second match. We're going to another game.
Absolutely. And I believe what Goober Strube and J Spalm did is they woke up Javier and Ghost, and so now they playing also with a sense of urgency. Both teams are both playing with a sense of urgency, and now I'm looking forward to the third game of the second match. Here we go.
Third game, Javier, Ghost, Guberstrube, and J-Spam going back at it. Javier doing really well in the last couple weeks, getting an MVP in the last couple weeks as well. Can he continue, or will it be Guberstrube and J-Spam to take off the shock of the century? Let's see.
Absolutely, absolutely. I don't remember the last time Goober Strube and J Spalm actually won a match against Javier and Ghost. And what a statement would that be if they do just that tonight? And just like that, that's one way of doing it. Great shot by J Spalm.
And you see, using that power slide to get the angle to shoot the ball into the goal. That's some nice skill work, some nice stick skills over there. So I'm really interested to see, can they keep it up, or will Javier and Ghost come back from behind? Let's see.
Oh yeah, we're definitely gonna find out, because we just saw Demolition just now. Oh, nice defense. Nice defense, and looks like Goober Strube is guarding the box. Well done.
Well
No,
done.
I'm sorry, it was J Spalm.
Yes, well done, well done. As you see the ball closer to Guberstrube and J-Spam's goal, and just like that, Javier coming back right at it again. This is tied.
I'm talking about that's some serious sharpshooting by Javier, and I mean a great long distance shot to tie the game.
Sharp shooting like he has a rifle, but you don't need a rifle in order to be a sniper. Good job making sure that you can make this even. Now it's time for Javier to be thinking about this W.
Oh yeah, absolutely, absolutely. This could be anybody's game at this point. Oh,
Ooh.
nice defense by Javier. Both Javier and J Spalm fighting for possession.
Yes. And if you saw right there, J-Spam making a play at the ball could have cost him. Guberstrube, did not get the accurate shot right there at goal. That's so unfortunate because you're right there.
It could have been a better opportunity than that, because that box was wide open, completely exposed, but unfortunately it was a wide right shot.
Wide right. If you're a Bills fan, you don't like that name at all. And if you're Guberstrube and J-Spam, not liking it either. Hopefully, they could take advantage, getting possession right there. But it's been ping-ponging back and forth, or at least in this game.
Yes, indeed. I mean, they're really fighting for this. They want to win so bad, and that's what it's going to take. You know, that's the type of attitude you got to have, especially next week when the playoffs starts. It's win or go home. It's just that simple.
Win or go home. They both have $25 in their pocket, but they want to come away with 25 more. It really could still be anyone's game. I'm telling you, back and forth and back and forth. A good save right there from Guberstrube, going up high and getting that ball.
Yes, absolutely. Keep in mind now, both teams haven't scored in over about 40 seconds, and I'm telling you, they're fighting real hard. A lot of back and forth, a lot of ping ponging, a lot of pinching going on, and both teams are rotating, getting position, trying to make sure that no one scores. If this keeps up, we might get another overtime, which is also a first.
Well, let's not speak too soon. Jay's mom said overtime. Who ain't nobody got time for that? He made sure that he can get the ball in the corner pocket. There you go. Ghost trying to make sure that he could kick it away, but could not get there in time.
I'm telling you, they're working hard out there. Huge pinch from the kickoff. Now here we go. Now we got a little over a minute left on the clock. Now Javier and Ghost might be in trouble. Oh, rejected.
Rejected, denied, any type of no, sir, not for me. That's what's happening so far. The defense for both these teams been so good. Again, another defensive play. Gruberstrew blocking the shot of Javier. A recovery, another block right there. On fire is Gruberstrew.
But hey, I'm not gonna lie. Gruberstrew is definitely playing like an MVP tonight.
Definitely playing like a MVP, making sure to block some shots, but couldn't block that one. Who else is so relentless but the track star known as Ghost?
Ghost is definitely not so friendly and decided to say, you're gonna have to earn this. Tied game, here we go.
Yeah, we're not dealing with Casper. We are dealing with a real juggernaut, a ghoul, in fact. So Trackstar lining up the shot, trying to get possession of the ball. Maybe they won't go into overtime, but not if Bell's Nickel, aka Jace Bomb, has anything to say about that.
Oh, this is a real nail biter. 5 seconds left on the clock. Can he do it? Oh!
Ball in the air. It doesn't enter. The ball is on the goal, and there you go. It is going to overtime. Another one in this matchup.
Oh, wow. This is interesting. This is the second overtime in a row tonight. That has never happened before. And so this is interesting. This is exactly how you close out the regular season and prior to the playoffs. This is it. Oh, wide open!
Not if Goobershrew has anything to say with it. Been blocking shots all day, making some scores happen. Let's see. Oh, a shot on goal. Nobody's back there.
Oh my goodness!
Javier and Ghost coming back out of nowhere and making sure that they can secure not only the victory, but the bag as well.
Oh, what a heartbreaker. What a heartbreaker. Jace Bomb was right there, and he missed. It was a whiff. Missed by a hair to block the shot, but he was a millisecond too late. The winner of this fantastic battle for respect, Javier and Ghost. I feel for you, man. I feel for you.
Somebody get the tissues out. It's hard out here for a pimp. It's hard out here if you're Goober Stroob and Jace Bomb really winning a game that was really close the first game, coming back, not really having as much opportunity in the second game, but again, making it close, just like Ahmed A and Cold Eclipse were just right there. But at the end of the day, somebody had to win. And when you miss an opportunity, you whiff on the ball, you cannot do that in Rocket League, especially with two players, because there is not going to be anybody behind you in order to make sure that the goal is protected. So that ends up being a victory for who else but Javier and Ghost.
And let me tell you something. Javier and Ghost, they earned that win for sure. Goober Stroob and Jace Bomb made them sweat. I'm pretty sure they're wiping the sweat off their controllers right now as we speak. You know, they over here,
You
you
ever-
know, gotta relax their hands, trying to make sure that there is no straining of the hands. They're yeah, they put in the work. They definitely put in the work in that match.
Putting in the work was sweating like they were putting in the work, but honestly, probably wasn't even sweating it. Javier and Ghost have been cool as a cucumber all this time. Has won again. I mean, this was kind of predicted in the matchup, but of course, Goober Strube and Jace Bomb with that momentum.
And Jace Bomb, they really came to play. They made a statement. Honestly, I mean, they may have lost the match, but they definitely won the respect of the league. Because now they're going to understand that when they play them again, Goober Strube and Jace Bomb again, you better play with some urgency. And you better be serious because they're coming. So they're here to win.
They are here to win, just like all of these gamers. They're here to win $100 overall for winning each of these matchups. So we'll see who else will be the recipient of another 100 smackaroos. That's a C note coming soon after we hear a word from our sponsor, Gillette Groomed to Gaming. Geared up, revving it into third gear, fifth gear, sixth gear in Rocket League and NASCAR coming up shortly. But first, Gillette.
What's up, guys? My name is John Cotton, and I work and own John Cotton Studios in New York City. As you can see, I love gaming, and you probably do too, but you gotta be groomed when gaming. So I'm here to give you some tips and help you get groomed to game. I need a Gillette Shave Gel 2-in-1 and my HEA Gillette Skin Guard Razor. These two work wonders together. Now just clean your face, rinse with warm water and towel dry. Now we're gonna use that Gillette Fusion 2-in-1 gel, and we're gonna lather up our face in circular motions wherever we decide to shave. Now it's time to grab the Gillette Fusion razor and let's shave. The thing I like about this razor is the ball in the middle, it curves. It rounds your face and is able to give you that sharp edge that I like. It also cut hair to surface level to prevent razor bumps. Now let's clean your face and rinse with warm water. Let's towel dry. Remote control interception! Now just you are cleaned up, you are ready to hit the yard looking your best.
Other blades I've used, they just don't cut it. You can't get a much cleaner shave with Gillette. It gets virtually every hair on the first stroke for a shave I barely feel. Watch Gillette change your world.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, and we're back. This whole night is all about respect. And what a way to tell the top team, Killer Cam and Omi, to put some respect into my name than to defeat them. So coming up next is the rematch from last week. Javier and Ghost versus Killer Cam and Omi.
And it's a rematch, like you said, Spill. We have seen it before, but it's mostly gone in Killicam and Omi's way. I mean, besides maybe a game or two here, it's been just been all Killicam and Omi, Javier and Ghost racking up, killing all the competition, but they're being killed by the real killers. That's the killer known as Cam and Omi. Oh my, that bad one called Omi. So it's going to be interesting to see if they can, like we talked about, get some momentum going. If not, win maybe just one matchup, maybe get a second one, rack that score up. Because I'm looking at my cheese head and I'm saying, oh, that looks nice, but I don't want that to happen. It'd be nice for a week without the cheese. I've been trying to change my diet as of late. It'd be nice to kind of cut down on the dairy.
Right. Because let me tell you, the way Javier and Ghost beat Goober Stroob and Jay Spalm, that is what it's going to take. They got to take that ball out of the possession of either Killer Cam and Omi, mostly Killer Cam. So here we go.
Yeah, mostly Killer Cam, but Killer Cam is kind of the finisher. I feel like Omi has been doing a good job setting things up. As you see right there, a centered ball. Killer Cam was nowhere in the area at least yet, and already Javier and Ghost having to play some massive defense.
And the vehicle that looked like a Hot Wheel, that is Killer Cam.
Hot Wheel Racing, playing with some fancy Hot Wheels right there. I think they're going to have a collaboration. They had a collaboration with Hot Wheels and also with NASCAR too. Shout out NASCAR. Going to be here in our last little bit of the game. And just like that, Omi coming through, getting the goal, with a nice assist by Killer Cam.
Yes, indeed. For a name like Amor, he's definitely not showing any love towards Javier and Ghost. Great shot by Omi. Here we go.
Yes, showing no love for the other team, but showing plenty love for the goal. Ooh, almost got another score, but didn't quite get the angle. This is going to be really hard for Javier and Ghost. They're used to being on the offensive. Gonna have to play some defensive, and just like that, Javier coming in with a score.
Nice sharpshooting by Javier, using that corner to his advantage. And this is how you do it. Javier and Ghost got to keep that ball away from Killer Cam and Omi. Here we go with this third kickoff.
Flipping it up in. Ghost trying to get something to happen from up top. Denied by Killer Cam.
Absolutely. Javier with great possession to block the box. And it looks like Javier and Omi are fighting for possession. Meanwhile, the box is guarded by Javier. And now we got a little ping pong action going on. Here comes, left the box exposed just a little bit and got, denied by Killer Cam.
That looked like that could have easily been a score, but good job by Killer Cam coming in at the last second, jumping up just in time to block that. It's looking like these players are more evenly matched than the last couple of times that we've seen them. Another shot or more, denying it.
Yes, and Omi is like, nope. Nope.
Ooh.
Nope.
But he's saying nope is Omi, but saying yep, Killer Cam. Ooh, is that a must-see off? Going from the side off the wall, flipping it up in. Just a beautiful job right there. Pirouetting all over the board. It is a 1-point score with 2 minutes and 40 left to go.
Great job by Killer Cam. And now Omi is trying to do his part right now just to regain possession, but great interception by Ghost. Ghost snuck up on Omi like a ghost and made sure that there's no ball possession between Killer Cam and Omi. Now here comes Javier. And then all of a sudden Here comes Omi.
Yeah, Killer Cam and Omi tried to get a shot. Good job by Javier from blocking it, but wide open, the goal was exposed. And you know who can catch you while you're exposed? It's none other than the track star himself, Ghost, making this a tie game. This is really good for both teams, honest. Bill?
Yes, absolutely. Ghost is making them pay. Every time that box is exposed, they're making them pay. Basically giving Killer Cam and Omi a little dose of their own medicine.
Little dose of the old man as we go from Omi to Killer Cam, and a shot right here denied by Javier. Good job denying it, but off the rebound, who else but Amor? It seems like love is flying through the air.
Now that was amazing scouting by Omi. Omi saw it coming and was like, okay, they denied my partner shot. Let me go ahead and capitalize. And that's exactly what happened. So here we go. Now, I wouldn't let up if I... Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was saying, if I was Javier and Ghost, I would not let up at all. I would go ahead and continue on rotating and making sure that the ball possession is out of the reach of Killer Cam and Omi.
Speaking of ball possession, Javier had possession of the ball, unable to do something. Ooh, tried to hit it in the goal. Denied both times. Ghost doing a really good job playing that defense. Ooh, Javier with some good defense as well. Can he make sure? Ooh, the ball going back and forth, pinched all over the place. Ping-ponging all over the place. Another blocked shot from the track star.
And you see what Javier is doing. He is all over Killer Cam. And I mean all over him. Oh my goodness!
Oh.
Wow!
Oh. And you look at that, it seems like the boost just sort of ran out. You see an attempt to try to get up. Oh, accidentally double tapped and went backwards instead of going up to block the shot. Just some unfortunate timing with the button presses, and it's a score for Killer Cam and Omi.
And oh my goodness! Woo!
I tell you, they ain't no joke, ain't no scrubs either. It seems like one player went for the boost, another player went for the ball that left the goal wide open, and they took advantage.
Made them pay. Killer Cam making them pay. And now Javier and Ghost got to figure out a way to put 3 points on the board in less than 20 seconds, which I've never seen that happen. So looks like the victory is assured for the first game by Killer Cam and Omi.
Yes, after making a matchup so close, look at that, Amor blocking the way, and it's been Killer Cam and Amor. Who else but the two players who've been racking up, destroying everyone, coming back again, scoring in that 2 to 3 minute zone twice in order to make sure that that victory was basically unreachable after a certain point.
Absolutely. Javier and Ghost put in the work, but Killer Cam and Omi making them pay every chance that they get. But let me ask you this, Bordy. Can Javier and Ghost force another game 3? Would there be a game 3 for the first time this season? 3 straight game 3s in a row.
You know, we've been seeing momentum be the keys to victory, to be the keys of earning another shot at the goal. So losing, the first game, not spelling great for Javier and Ghost. The momentum went to Killer Cam and Omi towards the end. So that's going to be something that they're going to have to overcome, climb over. I'm feeling more like Killer Cam or Omi are just that much better, just a little bit, but just enough in order to make sure that they can't get any W's. But what do I know? I just sit here and talk. They're the ones playing, so I hope that they prove me wrong, because it would be nice to see a 3-for-3, 3 games going into the third match.
But now Javier and Ghost, now they gotta fight. Now they gotta get mean. I'm talking about meaner than a neutered junkyard dog. They gotta be really mean. They gotta be aggressive. They gotta show some teeth.
Show some teeth, show some resilience, or else they will get spayed and neutered. Nobody wants to see that. So let's see them more. Killer Cam having the possession, but let's see Trackstar and Javier start to get something going.
All right, here comes Javier. Show us some aggression.
Good shot. This is a good shot. And look at the fake. Could have shot that ball. Amore was waiting for it and waiting for it and waiting for it. At the last second, chipping it in. Amore unable to get the recovery. A nice, solid play right there to put one score on the board.
Absolutely. Great, skillful shot by Javier. And now here comes Javier, making sure that the momentum does not go to Killer Cam. Oh my goodness! What a shot!
What a shot. Amore unable to get the save for the last goal, but it's A-OK coming back, getting a goal on the other game, and it's a tie ball game with 4 minutes left.
Oh yeah, Javier and Ghost got to get mean now. They got to go supersonic on him.
Supersonic made a shot, unable to get it into the basket though. Off the backboard. See Javier and Ghost try to get some possession. There's a shot and opportunity, but the ball not getting in anyone's possession, at least for the most part. Javier, Trackstar, Ghost trying to make something happen.
Oh, nice ball possession. Nice ball control by Amore, a.k.a. Omi.
Yeah, and boost management certainly important. Javier had to go and get some boost. Ooh, good save over the teammate Ghost, making sure that they can live another day. 3 minutes left. It's close. Who knows who's going to end up with the W and possession as well. Ooh, a setup, a crosser,
nice!
A shot.
Assist by Javier. Wow, did you see that?
That was beautiful. Trackstar rolling all across the board, firm possession and good positioning in order to clean up that crosser. That was lovely textbook Rocket League play.
That was one of the best assists of the night. Nice, one of the best setups of the night so far.
Great setup, great run right there.
Oh my goodness.
Ooh.
Oh, and just like that, here comes Omi again.
Omi with a good shot. Look at Killer Cam pinning that ball right there so that it could set up the recovery by Amore, able to get back in position and make this 2-all right here.
Every time somebody is on Kobe, here comes Shaq with the assist. And I'm telling you, it's back and forth. This is an exciting game right here.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. As we see Killer Cam right here try to make something happen. The goal is wide open. Where's the defense? Unable to take advantage of really no one around.
Javier and Ghost was really lucky this time because honestly, all it takes was one extra second and it would have been a one possession game.
It would have been, it would have been, it could have been, it should have been, but luckily fighting another day, all tied here, 2 all around, 2 left to go. Who is going to win this game 2?
That's right, game 2 with the scoreboard saying 2, with less than 2 seconds left on the clock. 2 minutes left.
And he saw that Javier had a chance at goal, but ran out of boost at the worst time. Can he get the double tap? That is so hard to do, but does it anyway. And they are up 1 with 140 left to go. Good recovery. recovery after not getting the shot right beforehand.
And I'm talking about Javier is taking advantage of all four corners of the goal to make this a one-possession lead.
Javier trying to play like the MVP is, but oh my gosh, off the crossbar, another MVP, Killicam, unable to get the ball right in that hoop.
And I know that's got to be frustrating by Killer Cam because it has been Javier and Omi all throughout that second game. And I'm talking about they are all over each other. That's what's going to take. But they just got punished because Amor just took advantage of the exposed goal to tie the game.
Yes, both players tried to set up a shot and having somebody recover. And at the end, you see them just too late. It's 3-all here. Can it go to a game 3? Let's see.
It's possible. Can it go to overtime? Can it go to 3-3? We'll find out because we got a little over a minute left. Here we go.
It's entirely possible that Amor can get something to go, but just like that, coming through the last minute, it's Ghost. Can he set up a shot right there for his teammate? Unable. The ball is hanging up in the air. Can they do something? Ooh, good recovery and save by Killicam. Can they stop the shot? They do. Javier with a good save, but can't get the second one. Amor, I love your game coming through and getting a first lead of this matchup.
I'm telling you, Shaquille O'Neal, every time Kobe misses his shot, here comes Shaq with the rebound and putting the points on the board. I'm telling you, they're working hard out here. They're working really hard to make sure that there's no overtime. We got 30 seconds left on the clock. Javier and Ghost got to do something quick, fast, in a hurry.
Quick, fast, in a hurry.
Because here comes Amor again.
Yes, it looks like wants more points on the board. Oh, if they're playing defense in this section, they can't do much. Tries to get the ball into the other team's possession, blocks the shot. Can they get a score? There's a chance, an opportunity. No way. A-OK. Javier and Ghost defeated by who else but Killicam and Omi, making sure they continue to win in this matchup, this rivalry, this early rivalry so far in HEA.
Yeah, that loss hurt. Definitely hurt Javier and Ghost because they really put in the work. They really did. And good job by Killer Cam to gain possession the last 10 seconds on the clock to prevent a forced overtime.
Yeah, and it's so unfortunate because it looked like Javier actually made this a 3-for-3 all matchups going to the third game. And what else? The third game also going to the third game, but Killicam and Omi, they're relentless. They can make sure they come through their clutch too. Up until the last minute or two, they were actually behind, but let's keep on killing. Omi, Amor loves to rip out the heart of everybody. And that's what happens. Javier and Ghost cannot go over this hump that is Killicam and Omi. And that's unfortunate because they're really good, but Killicam and Omi are that much better.
Yeah, it took great chemistry for Killicam and Omi to pull out the victory against Javier and Ghost. I mean, Javier and Ghost was all over the place. They were aggressive. This is the closest I've seen Javier and Ghost beating the number one team of Rocket League of the Yard HBCU Esports Alliance. And let me tell you, it was a great effort, but it's not over yet because next week is the playoffs. Now that's something that all the other teams need to think about because whoever meet up with Killer Cam and Omi first, they definitely have a lot of practicing to do.
They definitely have so much practicing to do. These players have been destroying everyone, even the people who have been destroying everyone else. Like you said, the best that they've played so far, but so far can only do but so much. Close, but no cigar. And instead, of getting at least $25 as some type of consolation, maybe force it to game 3, get some money in the pocket, at least for this round, at least for this matchup. Killer Cam and Omi continuing their havoc, getting sweeps all over the place. It is a W, $100, $50 each in these players' pockets.
Absolutely, absolutely. And hey, guess what? No cheese.
What? No cheese. No cheese. It's been great because I've been trying, like I said, a new diet. It's been really good. I feel good. My body feels good. I feel great. And although it's unfortunate that the cheese could not have a siding, at least that meant that we had some really good matchups. But speaking about really good things, we are, not even probably, are going to be wrapping up this really good Wednesday, at least on the Rocket League side, because coming up very shortly will be the NASCAR Heat 5 competition. We're adding more players to this thing every single day, and it's looking like we might be heading down south, baby, or down west, I apologize, to Dega. But before we get to that, we're going to be throwing it to intermission and wrapping it up here with Rocket League, me and Spillage here on Rocket Week Wednesday, sponsored by Pharaoh's Conclave, brought to you by DoorDash, and presented to you by Gillette.
Hi, I'm Fahim Alexander from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Today I'm at work at Fahim's Hands Precision. Today I'm going to give you guys some smooth, cool tips to keep you groomed to the game. My steps when I'm shaving, I want to use a hot towel so I can steam my scalp. You get less irritation when you use a hot towel. I'm going to use my Gillette 2-in-1 shave gel. Make sure to spread your shaving gel in circular motions. Then I want to start with these strokes. You're going to stroke, 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 5 strokes. One important fact you'll never want to forget, always pull your ear down when shaving. The Gillette Skin Guard works to minimize any tug and pull and cuts hair at skin level. This helps prevent irritation. After my strokes, I always want to check in the middle for excess hair left behind. After that, you want to hit it with the hot towel again. Then at the end, you want to use some antiseptic. Makes you feel good. Now you are ready to hit the yard looking your best.
What's up? My name is Sherrod Martin, and I work at Superb Grooming Studio Barbershop in Atlanta, Georgia. And I'm here today to get you groomed to game. As a former NFL player that loves to play Madden, die hard, I'm gonna give you some shaving tips to give you that confidence. The Gillette 2-in-1 shaving gel, and I also got my Gillette Skin Guard. These two are essential. So starting out with a shave, we're gonna start with a nice lather. The next step after I lather up, I like to come with a hot towel. Relaxing, release stress, comfort with a nice little heat, but it also opens up the pores. Then I come with my razor, and I just do some nice strokes. Hey, you look good, you play good, baby. Now you're ready to hit the yard.
Welcome,
Hello.
welcome, welcome back.
Yes, welcome back, Spillage. We are here for again Wheels Wednesday. We are driving all over the place. We are using our supersonic, high-powered rocket car battle action, and we are just driving all over the place, feeling good, feeling great. We just saw some Rocket League highlights. Pretty soon, we're going to be seeing some NASCAR action headed up. But first, we need to see what happened in Rocket League. It's been a really, really fun time, Spillage, hasn't it?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Probably one of the most exciting night of this league so far. I mean, a lot of back and forth between Ahmed A and Cody Clips and Goober Strube and Jace Bomb. What a matchup that was.
Yeah, as you see, Cold Eclipse get a score right here, jumping up, putting the ball into the corner. The corners were crucial earlier in these matchups. Again, Purple Zetsu, oh my gosh, just so great. But you see Belsnickel come back with another score right here for the second matchup.
Absolutely. And I'm talking about it was just an amazing just defensive game between the two teams. Both teams wanted it more as far as victory is concerned. They want to show everyone that they are a top competitor of this league.
Yes, you're seeing again and again Jace Bomb making some plays, has been all over this highlight reel, but something that the highlights didn't pick up was the amount of saves that Goober Strube was making in order to make sure that the victory was in the hands of their team.
Absolutely. And speaking of Goober Strube, Jace Bomb versus Javier and Ghost. Goober Strube was putting in that work. Both Goober Strube and Jace Bomb was putting in that work, but Javier and Ghost put in the exact same amount of work. And in the end, let me tell you, Bordy, it was a fantastic matchup.
Yeah, a fantastic matchup. Again, these matches, all two of them going into game 3. It was that good. There's a score right there from Goober Strube. You said himself, been really good all over the ball. But I believe that this was the third matchup in which Javier suddenly was wide awake.
Absolutely. After the first game, Javier was just straight up dominating. He was like, okay, you're playing, you guys are serious, so I got to get serious with you. And that's exactly what happened, putting on 5 points on the board to force a game 3.
You know, sometimes you need to shake off the rust, and that's exactly what Javier was doing. You see a goal right there, another one. There were 4 shots by Javier in this matchup alone, but this is game 3, where it looked like it could have been anyone's game, as we see Belsnickel, aka Jace Bomb, get that one.
Absolutely, and great job by Goober Strube and Jace Bomb, because I'm telling you, Javier and Ghost did not let up on the third game. Now I'm talking about back and forth, defense after defense. It was amazing.
And you're seeing it right there, how back and forth it is, but at the end, it was Trackstar, aka Ghost, able to get the W in this one. Now it's time for Trackstar, Ghost, and Javier versus Killicam and Omi, four of the best players in this league, in Rocket League at least.
And honestly, that was the best matchup that I've seen between the two teams, because normally over the past couple of weeks it's been just so one-sided between Killer Cam and Omi, but Killer Cam and Omi got a huge wake-up call by Javier and Ghost playing serious, being serious, giving Killer Cam a tough time. They hardly gave Killer Cam any time for a ball possession. It was all or more the entire time.
It was all amour, all love. It's in the air, and it isn't even February. Just making sure that they can continue to apply the pressure. Now, it's not to say that Javier and Cam, look at that fake out right there, didn't do some nice things, but Killer Cam and Omi, look at that amour, just fantastic.
Absolutely, absolutely. And let me tell you something. Man, Javier taking advantage of each corner of the goal, making it difficult for Killer Cam and Omi, putting up a great fight. But man, in the end, it was all Omi. I'm telling you.
Yeah, look at Javier. That double tap, so sick with it, but we have a wide open goal. It's easy to score some points. I think this one, oh, you see right here, Javier doing a good job blocking it, but Amor recovering a nice rebound spill in order to make sure that they continue their havoc across this entire league, remaining mostly undefeated. Killer Cam and Omi are just so good, man. Just so good.
Absolutely. And I say it again, next week is playoff time. And so whoever facing off against Killer Cam and Omi for the first round, yes, they better prepare themselves because they will be well prepared as well.
They better prepare themselves. And speaking of preparation, I mean, obviously, Killer Cam and Omi are always prepared with the action, but at the end of the day, when it comes to MVP talent, making sure that they put their team on their back, the DoorDash MVP of the week comes to Rocket League has got to be Gooberstrube, coming through, saving the
Absolutely.
ball, coming through, getting some points as well. You didn't see him on the highlights because doing the dirty work, but the dirty work gets the W's all the same.
Absolutely, absolutely. I mean, it was really tough between
Mhm.
Goober Strube and Omi because both players have really showed up and showed out tonight. But Goober Strube, I'm telling you, he really that player really put in the work and not only just earned the respect of the league, but also earned that MVP as well tonight.
Getting respect, which is all about the theme in this one. RESPECT, put something on my name. That's what's been happening here on Rocket League Wednesdays. But it's not just Rocket League Wednesdays. We're also going to be headed to NASCAR land, somewhere called Dega. That's in Alabama. But before we get to that, it is time to wrap up this game again, the series Rocket League Wednesday. Shout out to Goober Stroop J Spom winning the first match, Javier and Ghost winning the second match, and who else but Killer Cam and Omi winning the third. Before we head off there to Dega, Spillage, I gotta ask you, are there any shout outs that you like to give out here on this Rocket League Wednesday?
Absolutely. Big shout out to Pharaoh's Conclave, Atlanta Gamer Life. Big shout out to also you, Board and McBoard, and the crew of the Yard HBCU Esports Alliance. And also, big shout out to each and every last one of you. Thank you all very much for tuning in. And you can also catch your boy Spillage on Twitch on my channel as well. That's SPILLID. And you also catch my friend Boyd McBoard on her channel as well. And thank you all very much for tuning in.
Yes, thank you all for tuning in for the Rocket League portion of Wheels Wednesdays. But get ready to rev up not only those fryers, but also rev up your engine because we are going to be heading over there to Dega to see some NASCAR action. It's been so fun to see you, Spilling. I'm glad that I could be back here on this Wednesday. But now it's pretty time soon to talk to our boy Front Row Kenny for some NASCAR Heat 5 action. Wrapping it up here for Rocket League again. Thank you so much to Pharaoh's Conclave and DoorDash for the scholarships here for this Rocket League Wednesday. Thank you so much for exposure, making sure that we are exposed right here, me and my boy Spillage, and everyone else to the pipeline. That is HEA for the competition, the vacation that we're doing. And shout out to Gillette. We're going to be throwing it to them and going to be showing you some NASCAR Heat 5 action. Until then, that's Village. I'm Bordy McBoard, and see you on the other side of this break.
What's up, guys? My name is John Cotton, and I work and own John Cotton Studios in New York City. As you can see, I love gaming, and you probably do too, but you gotta be groomed when gaming. So I'm here to give you some tips and help you get groomed to game. I need a Gillette Shave Gel 2-in-1 and my HE8 Gillette Skin Guard Razor. These two work wonders together. Now just clean your face, rinse with warm water, and towel dry. Now we're gonna use that Gillette Fusion 2-in-1 gel, and we're gonna lather up our face in circular motions wherever we decide to shave. Now it's time to grab the Gillette Fusion razor and let's shave. The thing I like about this razor is the ball in the middle, it curves. It rounds your face and is able to give you that sharp edge that I like. It also cut hair to surface level to prevent razor bumps. Now let's clean your face and rinse with warm water. Let's towel dry. Remote control interception! Now just you are cleaned up, you are ready to hit the yard looking your best.
As a barber, nothing's gonna beat my shave, especially for guys who tend to get razor bumps from ordinary razors at home. So when they can't see me, there's Gillette Skin Guard, a razor that's made different and designed just for men with skin that's easily irritated. It flattens the skin and lifts the blade for a shave that's closer than a trimmer but not too close for comfort. I mean, it's just right.
All right.
My God.
How you doing, man?
Everyone has a routine. I brush my teeth, eat breakfast, work out, and shave with Gillette Pro Glide. It gets virtually every hair on the first stroke for a shave I barely feel. So, when I hop on the stream and plant this lovely face in front of millions of people, I'm not worried. I just show up, ready to play.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back. We are revving up our races. Our engines were already revved up and ready to go because we played some Rocket League action. But now we're going to get from the virtual world where we're twirling all over the end to grounded in reality because we're going to be headed to Talladega to be driving around a long track that is the NASCAR Heat 5 track. I'm so excited to be here after missing next week. I miss my boy, Kenny Lee. How have you been doing, Kenny?
Yo, what's up? Your boy Spillage held it down last weekend. We had a good time in Richmond. We are glad you were back. Glad you were doing well. And yeah, we're ready for Talladega. I don't know if you know much about Talladega, but it's a great place. I love Talladega. Going there in real life too, so it's gonna be fun.
You know, I always hear you don't need to know much about the NASCAR circuit to know about certain tracks, and it's Daytona and it's Talladega. You hear all the noise about. I mean, this track has a lot of lore behind it. I'll get into all the lore, whether it be the scary ones, because there are a lot of crashes that normally hear, to the mystical ones with any burial grounds and all that. But before we do that, we are here for the Yard HEA. That is HBCU Esports Alliance. 33 schools participating in these races, in these matchups. We're all on the path for $30,000, or at least that's what we're handing out in these games. We handed out $5,000 back in the fall. But now it's time to spring into action. NASCAR. It's our third week of this action, even though it's the 7th week of the league. And we are ready to get started. Now, you like Talladega, Kenny. Tell me why that track just has all the mystique, all the mystery. Why is that one of the best tracks, or at least outside in it seems like one of the best tracks for NASCAR?
Well, folks say it's the biggest and the baddest, and that name holds up with a 2.66 mile circuit. It is the biggest track on NASCAR. The banking is super, super steep. Personally, I have a little bit more of a deeper relationship with Talladega because I used to intern at Talladega. So shout out my Talladega family. Shout out Talladega College. It was right down the road. So yeah, I've always loved the track. It puts on a fantastic show. Now, you're right about the crashes, and they call that one big thing every single year. That's the big one. The biggest crash you're going to see at Talladega. That's it right there. But I love Talladega. It's so much fun.
Yeah, so you talked about crashes. We've seen a lot of crashes from our racers so far, so I don't think it's just going to be one big one. I think it's going to be several big ones, especially with such a long track. Now, you talk about the energy, the mystique, everything that goes around it, but you also said something about banking, high banking. Now, tell me what that means. Is that the tilt of the car when you're driving around?
So the track is tilted necessarily kind of like this. I guess is the best way I could describe it with my hands, right? So if you were to go there in real life and you happen to walk up the banking, it gets harder and harder to walk up because you're going up so steeply. It is ridiculous. It's like if you were to try and climb a building, that's like almost like the same exact feeling. And I'll even say when you're in a car, I drove around in a car on that track. And man, honestly, I don't know how the guys in real life do it because they're going 200 miles an hour right next to each other. It's no freeway bumper to bumper. And I'm gonna say I-85 since I'm in Charlotte. It ain't nothing like that. It's different. That's 200 miles an hour. What's the fast? You don't got to say it, but what's the fastest you've ever driven in a car? Because I highly doubt it's 200 miles an hour.
It's definitely not 200 miles per hour. I actually, fun fact, I am on my process the way to get my license right now. I'm still trying to get that. I've gone like something like 60. I'm still scared of going on the highway. So they're going at 200 miles per hour. You talked about I-85. We have an I-85. bumper to bumper as well. And it seems like those people on those tracks, I mean, they cut across 7 lanes of traffic, so they know something about speed, but not the speed that these drivers are going to. Something called centrifugal force is probably holding them down, because when you talk about tilting, it sounds like they're basically driving on stair climbers, you know?
Yeah, it's almost like that. That's like almost a feel you kind of get for it. It's like very hard to describe from
Mm-hmm.
this position, but if you just happen to have a chance to go to Talladega and you're able to do a pace car ride and you're actually out there and the higher
Yeah.
you get up, you'll truthfully see, like you see where Radio Raheem is kind of on the bottom, but he was also way up the top
Mm-hmm.
side. Man, being that close to the wall is insane. We weren't going 200, but we were going
Right.
around 100. And man, ain't no feeling like it. Like ain't no feeling like that in NASCAR by far.
You know, and it sounds like it's scary when they say ain't no feeling like that. Sounds like it's scary to me, but you know, these people that are driving in these cars, they're used to the speed. It sounds like an adrenaline rush as we see that guy DJ in the front. Nice job there, kind of curving, holding to the end right there. You know, strategy is involved in making sure that you get the pass of least wind resistance in NASCAR. That's how you can determine whether you're gaining speed, or faltering behind. Now, when it comes to something called grooves, right? Getting into the groove, getting into the sweet spots of the track to make sure that you're getting the path of least resistance. What do you think is the groove? What strategy? What wall would you hug in order to make sure that you're really maximizing your wind resistance in this track?
Well, so you call it wind resistance. That's actually interesting. I'm gonna put you on game. So
Okay.
we call that drafting. So when, like for
Mm-hmm.
example, if Dev the Dude is right behind the 18 car right there, for example, when those two
Right.
follow one another and they continue to move with each other, all the air is going to push those two cars and give them
Yeah.
all the momentum compared to any other driver that's by themselves. So here at Talladega,
Mm-hmm.
you really can't be stuck by yourself. Sometimes they also
Mm-hmm.
call that what is known as hung out in the dry. So like with Deb
Mm.
the Dude, where he's at right now, if he was to lose the draft right now and he was just by himself, he has no chance of
Yeah.
catching up with anybody. You just have to have that here at Talladega. As you can see, the front 3 cars are starting to pull away. You got to stay in the
Mm-hmm.
draft, and you got to stay with a good group. So, you know, as much as we've had a few incidents at Richmond and Martinsville, you got to actually find
Mm-hmm.
a teammate, so to speak. You got to either push
Yeah.
them to the win, you know, push them until you can and make that last lap pass and, you know, make it work for
Mm-hmm.
yourself. But yeah, drafting is like one of the most important things here at Talladega.
And you're seeing it in real time. You're seeing Dev the Dude follow that guy DJ, and you're seeing that every time that he kind of gets away from that guy DJ, tries to like get in a position to try to pass him, loses that momentum. In fact, that's why the car number 11 is passing him right now. You need to make sure. Thank you, Kenny, giving us some advice. You need to make sure that you have that partner there, because if you don't, then you're gonna lose it. And that's where you're seeing right there. You're seeing all these players try to get right underneath each other to get in position to pass them. Now, what's the strategy to actually position yourself to getting that pass?
See, now what Dev the Dude is doing right now, he is kind of hurting himself in a weird way, because if he just works
Hmm.
with the 18, the 11,
Yeah.
and the 48, it'll help them out a whole lot more. Because if you look way ahead in the distance, if you can see them, they're little peas right now. But
Yeah.
you look at them, see, they're all 3 of them, they've been together the whole time. And I think those folks up front, who
Yes.
I can't see their names at the moment, but they are absolutely rolling at the front right now. And that's what you want to
Yeah.
do. And if you don't, you see what happens. Once you break that draft, you know, you have a lot of problems. So, you know, those folks that are behind them, they need to go ahead and work
Mhm.
together until the last lap. And whoever makes that pass and makes the right move at the right time, they'll take advantage.
You know, and that's interesting because NASCAR is not a team sport, but it's looking like in the Talladega track, at least, you're going to have to team up against each other. Well, not against each other, with each other, and then kind of go against each other, I guess, in order to get some momentum. And it's looking like one of the gamers is actually one of our players that's up in front. Kim is looking like they're up there right now. But I guess, Kenny, it's sort of like a flock of birds, right? If you have a group that's together, making sure getting that V formation, all follow each other, that's how they can make sure that they don't need to, use their cards as much and get momentum and sort of get ahead. But if you don't use that mentality, I mean, one goose flying alone, you can travel, but you're not going to travel very far.
No, that's a good analogy. That's a good analogy. A lot of people refer to it as that, or to be honest with you,
Mhm.
especially when it comes down to the last couple of laps, it becomes a chess game at 200 miles an hour. That's literally what I see
Interesting.
in the real life thing. Because the thing is, you
Yeah.
have to make the right move. If you make the
Mhm.
wrong move at the wrong time, I promise you, it's probably not going to work out in your favor. But if you time it just right, it'll work out. Like I promise you it'll work out. In real life, the last couple races at Talladega, just in the
Mhm.
fall, we had a race that was so close. It was a photo finish, and just
Mhm.
imagine if you put two pieces of paper next to each other, and that one piece of paper is
Right.
just a tad bit in front of the other one. It's not exactly completely lined up. That's how close they
Uh-huh.
were. Literally just that close
Ooh.
from either winning a race and losing a race. It just takes that much, which is the beauty of Talladega and also the heartbreak of
Mhm.
Talladega.
Yeah, photo finishes all around. You see it in the Olympics. They have the shot right there, and you can see it in a millisecond. You have to go and replay just to understand who won. If you're seeing it with your eyes, if you're in person, you're over here looking around like, who's winning? What's happening right here? So thank goodness for technology in order to make sure that we can get down to the nitty gritty as into who is winning. And you're seeing Dev to Do right here in a cluster right now. That guy DJ sort of kind of in front, Dev the Dude in the middle, and the other gamers sort of kind of in the back. Now, you talk about the big one when it comes to Talladega. Let's talk a little bit about the Talladega lore. Now, I was reading up some interesting facts about this course, and they always talk about the big one, these big crashes that happen in Talladega. I suppose it's because you're trying to find drafting partners in order to make sure they can get ahead. But I heard from a little birdie that some people think the track is cursed and that it might have been built on an Indian burial ground. And that's probably the reason why we are seeing these issues.
Man, I've heard a multitude of stories. I have no idea which one is true. I will say NASCAR, if you get into NASCAR, you will learn the stories. There are folks
Mhm.
that you would never have ever thought of that has raced and have done this and have done that. It's crazy, man. It's a very big family sport. That's the best way I can describe it. But
Yeah.
mainly what causes the big one is typically just one driver making the wrong move at the wrong time. Because look,
Mm.
sometimes you get a little impatient. Like you see Killer Cam as he's going into the
Mhm.
corner, there's one thing you just have to watch out for what you're doing. You can't
Yeah.
bump somebody going into the corner. That's literally how you move the air off the car, and that car in front will
Mm.
get loose and or wreck. And then also sometimes when
Yeah.
you're in a big pack, if you turn a car in the middle of a big pack, well, that's going to result in a pileup 9 times out of 10. I've seen a couple guys maybe make a save, but it
Yeah.
takes a great deal of skill to save yourself out of those Talladega wrecks. I will say that right now. But yeah, the big one is synonymous with
Mhm.
Talladega and even Daytona. Daytona has its own, not
Mhm.
necessarily the biggest one, but it can, we can have a
Yeah.
pretty big crash. And that's how in real life, the last couple laps of the Daytona 500 ended in a huge wreck. And we got a very, very surprise winner in Michael McDowell. Out of all odds, if you
Mm.
went to Vegas, you put that money
Uh-huh.
down, man. You can go buy yourself a nice pair of shoes, get yourself a nice steak at Ruth's Chris or something. You can do
Uh-huh.
it then.
Is it like the Jaguars winning the Super Bowl, I guess, right? I like
Hey,
that.
that's what it felt like. Honestly, it's crazy.
All right. Okay, it's looking like we reached the finish line. And you saw, man, Killer Cam do a pretty good job in trying to gain some momentum, but it's looking like that guy DJ coming through. And we talked about it a little bit. That guy trying to kind of being a little bit wayward, not really utilizing the drafting strategy. But I think towards the end, he kind of got a groove, understood that he needed that drafting partner. And that's why, even though we saw Killer Cam at the front initially, that guy DJ ended up being of our pack.
Yeah, you got to be at the right place at the right time. So that guy DJ putting on for Claflin. That's what's up. SIAC rivalry with Tuskegee back in the day. But shout out to him. And yeah, he made the draft work, and he made sure. Look, and he figured it out. Well, if I don't do this, I'm gonna be stuck. I'm gonna be stuck back here. I can't get to the front. Can't do anything. He started to figure it out, and that's one of the biggest keys of Talladega. And he tamed the beasts of the Southeast.
Tame the beast of the Southeast. And guess what, Kenny? I made a joke about it, but I guess the announcement kind of worked against it. No big crashes, which is surprising because we saw a lot of crashes. So no big ones. Instead, it is that guy DJ winning the big one here, following the leader. Sometimes works, kids, and I guess that's what you need to do in Dega. Now, Kenny, any other bits of strategy, anything else that you'd like to see, anything to look forward to in the future, any advice for these gamers?
Well, so Talladega is just one thing, and if I'm correct, I believe we're going to Darlington next week. That's a tough track as well. It is not easy whatsoever. I will tell you that. But the thing is, I guess they didn't get a chance to experience in this sector is that if you're out there long enough, fuel mileage becomes a thing, and you got to get down to pit road with the right group of people at the right time, because guess what? When you come back out, you got to have some drafting partners, and you got to get yourself back to the front. But Darlington is a completely different beast. That track is also known as the Lady in Black. It will tear you up. I promise you, it is a mean racetrack. But if you tame her, she will be sweet to you, and you will taste victory. So make sure y'all get them practice laps in for Darlington, because it's a tough track.
Yes, set it for Talladega. Chess in 200 miles per hour. It seems like there's a little bit of chess for that track as well for Darlington. But you know who's been a darling? Kenny has been a darling so far. Thank you so much for the work, for giving our gamers some going forward, but also giving us some sick advice for this one. Again, shout out to that guy DJ for winning it, and special shout out to Killer Cam for coming in second. Was at the league, but didn't quite come too close. That guy getting a firm victory. Well, that is it. So far, we've come to the end of the road. I'm so sad because I always enjoy these Wheels on Wednesday. Thank you so much to everybody who has helped out in the production of this. Shout out to Pharaoh's Conclave and DoorDash for providing the scholarships, especially for the Rocket League portion of this day. Shout out to Exposure for making sure that me, Spillage, and Kenny's voices are exposed to your beautiful audience. Thank you so much for everything that Tony, Jalen, Samari, everyone in the back does in order to make sure that this production is happening, popping. Shout out to Hot Rod for providing all of the commissioning, all of the organizing, and everything for this event. Again, we are coming to you this week, this Saturday on Soulja Boy TV, ABGL, and also yours truly on Twitch and YouTube for some more action HBCU Esports, the Yard Recap Show. That's where we, me, Larry Ridley, and that guy, Fly Guy DC, show up to you on 3 p.m. and make sure that we provide for you a recap of everything that we want and discussed. Thank you all so much, and thank you especially to Gillette, for making sure that we are groomed to game. This has been Wheels on Wednesday, provided by Bordy McBoard, Kenneth Lee, and Spillage. Those are the hosts. Shout out to Gillette, shout out to Exposure, Pharaoh's Conclave, and DoorDash. We will see you Saturday, and we'll see you next week, our final week of regulation, as we head towards the playoffs for this league. Thank you so much for watching, and we will see you Saturday for the recap show. Goodbye.
See y'all.
Hi, I'm Fahim Alexander from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Today I'm at work at Fahim's Hands Precision. Today I'm going to give you guys some smooth, cool tips to keep you groomed to the game. My steps when I'm shaving, I want to use a hot towel so I can steam my scalp. You get less irritation when you use a hot towel. I'm going to use my Gillette 2-in-1 shave gel. Make sure to spread your shaving gel in circular motions. Then I want to start with these strokes. You're going to stroke, 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 5 strokes. One important fact you'll never want to forget, always pull your ear down when shaving. The Gillette Skin Guard works to minimize any tug and pull and cuts hair at skin level. This helps prevent irritation. After my strokes, I always want to check in the middle for excess hair left behind. After that, you want to hit it with the hot towel again. Then at the end, you want to use some antiseptic. It makes you feel good. Now you are ready to hit the yard looking your best.
Just waiting all the time could destroy you. You wonder if there's something beneath. Not even someone there to decline.